You know what? I could have played Enchantress. I'll just do this.
What is good, our choosy friends? B-Man and Mr. J back with another movie review for you, and I'd also like to welcome our special guest, 1970s porn star.
Yeah, what do you think, guys? We make a little poll, you know. Do I keep it? Do I shave it? Is it looking all right? I mean, it's only been like...
makes you look like you want to suck a pole.
It's only been like a week. Fuck you. Anyway, that's not why we're here.
No, it's not.
God damn. We're here for a movie that I have been super excited for.
And yeah, same here.
Yes, I have been waiting so long for this movie to come out. Not only because they finally put an on-screen incarnation of Harley Quinn in a movie, but these are like all villains who nobody knows who the fuck they are. So it's very interesting to see how they were going to do this.
Yeah, and that's the biggest bitch that I've been hearing out of all the reviews that I've watched is, oh, there wasn't enough backstory. There's tons of backstory. Go pick up a fucking comic book. Go get Batman the Animated Series, the Flash TV show. You got all kinds of shit to reference. Quit your bitch and do your background checks. You're alright.
Hey, it worked in Guardians of the Galaxy, right?
Yeah, exactly. Nobody knew who they were.
Nobody knew who Guardians of the Galaxy was. Yeah. And yet everybody loves them now. Yeah. So, with that, what was your initial thoughts of the movie? Like, did you like it? Did you think it was cool? They did a good job?
I liked it. It seems like the biggest thing that they're kind of having right now is that not a whole heck of a lot of story, but a whole hell of a lot of action. You know what? That's what I went to see. You know what? I love the action. The story was, but it was definitely a good movie. I enjoyed every minute of it. I enjoyed seeing all these characters that I grew up with on screen, and I like the way that DC is going with these movies. I like how they're kind of tied in. They're not completely like Marvel, but we'll touch a little bit on that later.
Yeah, I mean, I liked most of the characters in this. There was a few characters I had a problem with. You know, but for the most part, I think that David Ayer did a really good job considering he wrote the script in 6 weeks.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, I actually thought it came out pretty well. I mean, they give little backstories for each character, and I thought, you know, like he said, people were bitching that it wasn't enough. I thought it was okay. I was like, because otherwise, what are you going to do? You're going to have this long movie that just tells a bunch of backstories about all these characters. There's so many of them that why do you need all that backstory? Like he said, go out. I mean, if you're a comic book fan, you kind of have an idea of who these people are anyway. And if not, maybe that'll like, you know, make you want to go out and read about these people now.
Boost your interest.
So, favorite character. Who do you think your favorite character was?
Favorite character? I got two of them, but I'm going to go with probably my second favorite would have to be Captain Boomerang.
All right, yeah.
And this was a big surprise for me because Captain Boomerang and The Flash, you know, reading the comic books and watching the cartoon growing up and stuff, Justice League cartoon, he really was kind of like a stupid character. Like, here's this Australian guy that throws boomerangs, and that's his big thing. You know, he robs banks and stuff.
Well, I mean, Green Arrow just shoots arrows, so I mean, it's kind of like it's the villain version of Green Arrow.
You shoot a damn arrow and hit all this shit.
Let me see you throw boomerangs that blow up and shit.
That's true.
Okay, then.
Crocodile Dundee, I was still, you know.
All right. So, first favorite character then.
Okay, so first favorite character, and this one was a big surprise. Diablo.
Oh, yeah.
Diablo, I mean, this guy was awesome. You know, you go into it and it's like, oh, this gangbanger that's got all these tattoos. But no, really, he is a guy that is possessed by a demon that gives him the ability to control fire. And the way they did it in the story, I mean, dude, you relate with this guy. I mean, you feel for him. Hell, I think he ends up being a better leader than Deadshot in this movie at one point. He's like that underdog, you know. Like,
yeah. He
steps up, like he steps up in a big way. Big way.
That makes sense.
So who are your two favorites?
Well, I'd have to say, first off, obviously, it's going to be Harley Quinn and Joker, but obviously, I mean, I'm a big Harley Quinn fan. And actually, when I went into this, I was so afraid that I was not going to like Harley Quinn. Like, I started to like her look more the more and more I saw it, but I just wasn't sure how she was going to pull it off. And I thought she did an amazing job. An amazing job. I mean, the accent down. I mean, the first time she calls him Mr.J. in the thing, I was like, wow.
And
like, this is... Yeah, and
like, reference called him that.
I was like, wow, this is the Harley that I've been waiting for to see on screen. And she nailed it. Not too much of a spoiler, but in the movie, it references back to her original outfit, kind of like this, the black and red, where she's, exactly, like she's worn it before. And then just kind of how she is now.
And I think that shows good like growth of the characters, like any of the characters. Like look at the Batman in the new Justice League trailer that come out. I mean, they already changed his costume. I mean, everybody changes their appearance as they go on to adapt.
Yeah.
And I thought hers was perfect. I thought it was great how it was a good collaboration of comic book and modern
time. Yeah.
times. So it was perfect, I thought.
Other than that, I have to agree with you. I think Diablo was probably one of my other favorite characters. It's hard to explain. It's just like he's one of the most. He's one of the most surprising characters. There are birds in here. One of the most surprising characters in this movie.
Yeah.
So just when you guys go see it, just expect a lot out of him. Okay.
Yeah.
Just
not out of the story.
Yeah.
Just out of him.
Exactly. Pretty much. Least favorite character. What do you think?
Least favorite character. Okay. So least favorite character would have to be Slipknot. Actually, not even Slipknot because he served his purpose in the movie.
Yeah.
Which I am okay with. He amazing acting.
My favorite part, before you get on with that, was even when they first brought him out, you hear Rick Flag in the background, like, oh great, the guy that climbs stuff. And like, that was it. That was all they said about
that
it.
backstory he got. And if you're... can we give some spoilers out, or you want to wait? We'll wait. Fuck it, we'll wait. All right, whatever. But, other than him, which we'll elaborate on, I would have to say Killer Croc. Yeah. And I wouldn't say least... Well, I guess I would say least favorite because he was the most disappointing character in this movie. How else would you do Killer Croc? Like, he looked perfect. The actor that they got to play him, which I can't remember his name. He's foreign,
it's like
so it's a hard
some long-ass name.
Yeah. But the guy that got to play him, I thought was perfect. Even in the movie, like, the way he moved and stuff. But, I mean, it was like... I think altogether he had like maybe 10 minutes of him doing anything.
Yeah. I have to agree with you. Killer Croc was probably like the biggest disappointment for me. Just because they could have done so much with his character. And I understand there's a lot of characters. So you can't like do everything with every character. But, I mean, his whole purpose there was to be like, yeah, B-E-T.
Yeah.
And like, that's it. Like little liners like that. And like, that was it. And like, that was all he did. And then, at the end he had a little bit of a purpose. But other than that, it was pretty much nothing from Killer Croc. So at this point, you guys, we're going to jump to some spoilers. So I'm going to put the time right here. And you guys can jump to that time. That'll just be our, basically us giving our ratings on it. Or just stick around and we'll go into the spoilers.
Yeah.
All right?
Okay. Ooh, alright, Slipknot. He's only in the movie to get his fucking head blown off. That's the whole reason he's in the movie. And I knew it. There had to be one guy.
I think everybody knew it because it was like he got no backstory the whole time he was there, and then boom, head gone.
And it was perfect. And one of the reasons why I loved Captain Boomerang so much is because they're literally having a conversation.
Oh, he baited him.
And you know that this is the only reason why he's doing it. He's all head games.
Yeah.
They're just, this bomb's not going to go off. It's just head games. I'm going. Are you going to go with me? And then he lets him shoot off. Like, he sits there and he fights some guys, but he's just watching. He lets him shoot off, and then Rick Flag blows his fucking head off.
It just goes to show that the Indian from Joe Dirt didn't remember what the fireworks do.
One character that we didn't mention earlier that actually was a surprise because she was so close to the comics and badass. Even Deadshot said that she was straight up gangster. Was Amanda Waller.
Yep. Viola Davis did a great job with her.
Yeah, by far I think she was the best one that they've had.
She was like the villain that wasn't a villain.
Yeah, like you can see, like if you watch any movies that have like black ops shit in it or anything like that, you always know that there's that one guy that's in charge that is willing to have casualties and stuff like that. This was a total embodiment. I mean, there's a point where she's walking through and shooting her own staff in the head, saying they didn't have clearance to see what they saw.
She didn't even give a shit.
Yeah, and then that was it. And yeah, she'd blow the shit out of anybody that didn't want to work with her. I mean, do what she wanted.
So yeah, I agree with that. Best surprise character in the movie, I think, was her. Worst other character than our Killer Croc one, Enchantress. Yeah. What a fucking pointless, empty role. You know what? I could have played Enchantress. I'll just do this. You know what it reminds me of? You ever watch Always Sunny? When Sweet D, they're like telling her how she dances like the fucking noodle guys in front of a used car thing. That was what Enchantress. She was a noodle in front of used cars, and like that was it. Oh well, watch it. It's funny.
Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm seductive.
So yeah, I mean that's basically all she did. Even her voice was like stupid as shit. The echoey too much. The CGI things coming off her looked super fake.
Yeah.
Even
it was like her whole body was CG except for her face.
Yeah.
And her face stays still, but her whole body moves. And this is my one big issue that I have with the movie. It's like, okay, you put together this team of supervillains in case there's a big issue that happens. The first person you fucking recruit ends up being that bad thing that happens.
Yeah.
And she's gonna turn the world dark. Like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, again...
And she doesn't really fight anybody or do anything. Like, she just stands there.
It was basically like Magneto from X-Men. Just sitting in his magnetic globe, shit flying around him, and he did nothing for 15 minutes of the movie. That was Enchantress for like the whole movie.
Yeah.
Just standing in front of this shit, not doing anything.
You know what actually it reminded me more of? It is Doctor Doom in Fantastic Four, the remake.
Yeah.
Like, you see this character, like, whenever they introduce her, like, she zooms to this Iran or whatever and gets, like, this book, secret documents, and it's like, damn, this chick's got, like, all this crazy-ass power, and then, boom,
nothing.
You never see, and then they kill her at the end, like, easy as shit. Like, I think one person died in the whole movie, and that was Diablo.
Oh, and Slipknot.
And so, well, fuck.
And a bunch of Navy SEALs.
Yeah. Well,
speaking of which, Diablo dying in the end, nobody gives credit that I've seen to the poor Navy SEAL that pulled the bomb at the bottom. That motherfucker gave up his life.
That was Eastwood, wasn't it?
I don't think it might have been.
I thought it was Scott.
I don't know. All I know is that guy like pulled that pin, that shit blew up, and everybody just credited Diablo.
Cameron as...
Common.
Common
is the tattoo man. He wasn't the tattoo man. No. He was in it again for 5 minutes and got killed by the Joker.
Which was awesome.
Yeah, it was cool because it showed the Joker's psychonauts, like...
And then he has... This is... Alright, I like this Joker. I really... Like, this is a good modern Joker. If you're fucking insane... You're gonna have tattoos all over you. I'm just saying.
And like wear gold chains and like he's so eccentric.
Yeah,
he was super eccentric, and I love that about this Joker.
And even like in his like room where he has like all his knives and shit, like if you look closer, he's got like fucking baby clothes up there and shit. And as a new father, like that shit freaks me the fuck out. So that is perfect. That is exactly what you want. His tattoos were awesome. Like he has this tattoo of a smiling face, and whenever he's talking to him, it's like you just see him.
Or he put it over somebody else's mouth.
Yeah, he put it over somebody else's. I love that shit. Like, I hope to God they're doing the Arkham Batman movie because that is going to be awesome. We need more of Joker.
Yeah, definitely. And even like Harley Quinn, they said they're going to make a Harley Quinn movie now. So I'm like really excited for that because she did such a good job. And I'm hoping that it's like a Birds of Prey thing where they bring in a bunch of like those characters too.
Oh,
and
the
then
Sirens?
Like, yeah.
Gotham?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No, Birds of Prey too. Like Harley.
Huntress.
Yeah, like Harley, Poison Ivy and stuff like that versus like Batgirl and...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that would be awesome. I think that would be good.
If we can get a little Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy going on right there.
A little action there. I see that every day. I got Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy going at it every day.
I want to see a live action.
Oh, well, look, it's just... But yeah, definitely love the Joker and Harley Quinn in this movie. Now, again, it seems like we're pretty excited about it. I mean, I like the movie a lot, but again, with the Enchantress, with the shit with Killer Croc, I had a problem with the music, honestly. Like, not... Okay, so I like the album. Like, the songs on the album are good, but I felt like the music sometimes was misplaced. Like, the beginning, it's like 3 songs right in a row, and it's like super loud, and I was like... It kind of like took me out of the beginning of the movie. I don't know if it was like that for you.
No, actually, I liked it. I thought that they had a good, like, the House of the Rising Sun, whenever they go to Belle Rive, which is in Louisiana.
Right.
I thought that was perfect. Deadshot's music I thought was perfect, and then Harley Quinn song, which, I mean, I love that fucking song.
I liked that each character got their own, like, little theme song. I just felt like sometimes the music, like the Eminem song when they were getting all ready, to me it felt like out of place. And that could just be me. I just felt like it was like, the song was overpowering to the scene.
Yeah, I mean, I guess,
yeah,
I could see that, because that's how I felt in Batman vs. Superman.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't really care for the music in that movie. The second bad guy is Incubus.
Yeah.
Not the band, Incubus. If you don't know who the fuck that is, then
you're not
with
alone.
Everybody else.
Nobody knew who the fuck
He's only in like 4 issues of any of the comics.
Yeah.
And it's stupid, so he's fucking Enchantress's brother. Well, he's not fucking Enchantress's brother.
He is
Enchantress's brother. And it's just, it was kind of like...
It was, again, pointless villains for this movie. They had no reason to fight them, for one. I mean, you know, I understand Justice League isn't, but I felt like that was, like, out of their league, kind of. Like, if they sent them to, like, a different country to do some terrorist shit, and they were just beating the fuck out of, like, terrorists and stuff, I'd have been okay with that movie. I just felt like Enchantress is, like, Such a weird, and like how easy they killed her. Harley Quinn just cuts her with a sword, takes her heart out, and like that's it.
Yeah, and
it was like that was
Rick
dumb.
Flag just squeezes it and then boom.
Yeah, it was like that was just a dumb ending.
And even Incubus, like he's like tearing down buildings and like making all these fucking shit with his hands and all that. And
it's just him and Diablo that fight.
Diablo fight, which is dope. That's actually a badass fight.
That's one of the reasons why we like Diablo so much. Yeah. He turns into this huge fucking fire demon.
One other issue that I have with this movie is it's like these guys seem like
good guys.
Good guys.
Well, I mean, Will Smith, he can't be a bad guy. He Will Smith his role up. I'm not saying he did a bad job as Deadshot. I loved him as Deadshot, honestly. Yeah. But, you know, he just Will Smith the role up. You know, I mean, that was basically Will Smith.
He got his ass kicked by Batman, though.
Yeah, well.
And the little cameos like that. Like, you see Batman getting Deadshot. You see Batman
getting Harley Quinn.
Harley Quinn. Almost had Joker, but Joker ditched. Yeah. And then you see the Flash catching.
Yeah, Flash makes a quick appearance to catch a boomerang. Yeah.
And he's in his Justice League costume, which is growing on me actually. At first, I absolutely hated it. I know you don't.
I still don't like the armor. I think it's stupid.
Yeah, but it's.
I mean, we have an armored Flash and a fat Batman. What the fuck? I don't want that shit. Hey, at least he doesn't do that voice.
Yeah, and he didn't do it in this one either.
All right, so if you guys skipped ahead, this is our rating. Welcome back. You know, too bad you missed a lot of fun shit. But hey,
pussies, go back and watch it.
So this is gonna be our rating. You guys should know it by now. Full price, half price, or matinee, whatever you want to call it. Stream it online or Fantastic Four. Big old piece of shit. All right, so I'll go with you first. What were you gonna give it?
I would give it matinee.
Oh,
because that's actually what I I went and saw it. So it was good. I thought it was really good. Like I said, there was a few things that I kind of but I'm gonna watch it again. I'm gonna fucking buy it. It was good. I like Batman vs Superman. I just love DC movies that are coming out now, and I love the dark edge to it. So yeah, matinee, definitely.
Okay. I'm gonna agree with you. I'm gonna go matinee as well. Not because I saw it in matinee. I just felt like I really liked the characters, and I liked a lot of things that they did with this movie. I just felt like it could have been that extra little bit better. A better villain, maybe?
Yeah, you got 10,000 freaking villains in the DC Universe that are badass, and you pick Enchantress.
Yeah, so I mean, with that, I just feel like there's little minor things that they could change that probably would have given a full price for me.
Hell,
but
if Joker was the main villain, it would have been full price.
That would have been full price. But yeah, so definitely, I think matinee for me as well. Alright guys, so with that said, thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe down below. Hit that like button. You know, let's do a share thing. Let's try to get like, I know a lot of you guys follow us on Facebook. So anytime I share it on there, you know, you can hit that little share button and, you know, share it on your page. It just helps us get out there more. Let's go for like 20 shares or some shit like that.
Just do it up.
You know,
share the hell out of it.
Yeah, just help us out. And then comment down below again. Keep a mustache and no mustache. So let's go with that.
And if it's not keep the mustache, I will shave that shit with a 5-day-old razor that I use to shave this.
Oh God. Anyway.
No shaving cream.
So yeah, comment down below on that as well. Alright, so with that said, guys, whenever you choose to spend your hard-earned money, make sure you
choose smart.
Take it easy, guys.
Bye, guys.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to check out some of our other reviews and check out our challenges as well. And we will see you in the next video.